Hey guys, it's the Butler again of Hotel Room 103. Now, if you remember a few months back, I did a video talking about my rather interesting childhood Ben 10 fan art, where I showed you the custom Ben 10 alien heroes I made. But while looking through those files, I also found something rather interesting. This. Yes. The Butler in his past, around actually that same point in time, has written fanfiction. I am so sorry. Before I go any further, though, I'd like to explain. I got out of the shower recently, and people are coming in and out of the apartment a lot lately, so this is the only times I have to record. So if the hair starts popping up in weird places, it's because my hair is still drying. And secondly, it's hot as shit, and it's still kind of a nice day, so I'm using it as an advantage to get light in, but the window's open because of how hot it is, so if you hear outside noises, I am so sorry. But you're gonna need to deal with it. Anyway, back to the rather interesting topic. This fanfiction is actually a sequel to another called Kingdom Hearts Universe 2, which is lost. I'd show you, but I couldn't. Universe 2 is basically restored down on Goofy, go to another universe, but instead of Disney, it's Cartoon Network. And at the end of it, Sora would find a new Keyblade called the 13th Blade and bring back all of the members of Organization 13, including Sean, which apparently were all good, and they're just confused. You can already tell this is a fanfiction. This takes place afterwards with the new organization. I basically wrote a fucking novel here, so I'm not going to be able to go over all of it. Thankfully, it's separated in chapters. So I'm going to be reading Chapter 1, Number 15, Carthex. Now, with the name Carthex, you can tell this is not a self-inserted story, but don't worry, the self-inserted stuff will come. It will. Very soon. If you want me to continue this anyway, make it a whole fucking series. Oh, great. But anyway, let's go ahead and read my childhood fanfiction from middle school, Kingdom Hearts, New Hearts. Oh boy. And then Riku put his hand on Sora's Keyblade and said to him with a whisper, "You want to go practice Keyblade mastery?" And then you could just hear Mickey in the background go, "Oh, oh, 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 Sora, let me see your Keyblade, oh!" No, I'm just kidding. I was not one of those people who made gay fanfictions. But let's move on to chapter... Oh, Jesus, chapter 1. Let's get serious now. It's going to take a fucking forever. As Demyx and Xigbar were searching for the new Heartless that was causing havoc and had to be defeated in the plaza of Twilight Town, Demyx saw a guy in the ground. "Demyx, come on! What's the hold up?" As Xigbar realized that someone else had lost their heart to the Heartless. How'd you make that assumption from just him lying on the ground? He could just be weird. I do that. Like I don't. That's what I thought. As Demyx ran to the body, he woke up. He lost all of his memories. He was a nobody. His name was Thuric, but Demyx changed it into Carthex, parentheses, since that was the rule of the names in the organization, parentheses. He gave him a black coat, which, he somehow was just carrying around, and took him to his home world. "Xigbar, go to that Heartless. I'll take this guy to Xemnas," Demyx said as he went through the RTC, parentheses, return to castle, parentheses. This Kingdom Hearts fanfiction is actually made before Birth by Sleep came out, so that also explains some stuff. It was after 358 over 2 days, and I love that game. I still kind of do. It's not amazing, but whatever. Later on, in the world that never was, Carthex found more people in black coats. "My fellow friends, we come together to see another wear the black coat. Number 15, Carthex," Xemnas announced. Sags didn't like the idea of a new member ever since what happened with Shion. She was sent by Nominate to spy on Organization 13 until Shion met Roxas and Axel, who became friends with her. "Roxord, take our guest on a tour in the castle. Explain to him the worlds of Organization 13, which I guess now is 15, but whatever, the name sounds cooler." So Luxord guided Carthex to the lower part of the castle. "Demyx, the new member will be your new apprentice. Go with Luxord and teach him the basics. And why'd you make him the apprentice? Think he's responsible enough to handle that?" I was obsessed with Demyx back then, too, so... I'm a weirdo. "He needs to pass the Prove Your Endurance mission on his own." So Demyx ran to Luxord. "Who am I? What am I?" Carthex asked. "I see you've forgotten your past because of those insolent Heartless," Luxord assumed. Carthex gave him a confused look. A Heartless is a being made from the darkness of people's hearts. If they take someone's heart, they would become a heartless themselves. But if they have a strong heart like you did, their body would act on a will of its own. We're lucky enough to still look like your original form and not like the dusk. Carthax became even more confused as he saw a white, boneless thing down the hall. Is that one of them? Carthax asked. Yes. They come in many different kinds of forms. Some are only controlled by certain members, like Zegbar and the snipers. Carthax went down the right hall, way to multiple doors. I'm sorry, I can't even read my own fanfiction. One had the number 15 on it. This will be your room. If you need anything, just go to Xemnas. He doesn't have a room, most likely, because he always goes to look at his Kingdom Hearts, even though we have no further use for it. You see, ever since Sora brought us back, it was a chance to make our own hearts as long as we didn't control the Heartless, Luxord exclaimed. So you already have your hearts? Yeah, now all we all gotta do is get one for you, Demix said with a smirk on his face. Get your anus prepared. After the first night, Demix took Carthax to the battlefield. Demix, what are we doing here? To prove your endurance, of course. Even after the first night, Carthax was still confused. A mission which every member of the organization has to see if you're powerful enough to fight on your own with the dusk. Carthax had a worried look on his face, with sweat coming down his face. Double pronunciation, I love it. What? But I can't fight! I don't have a weapon! This is mahogany! Carthax said as two green beams of light came into his hands, which created two disc-like weapons, resembling boomerangs, but with handles in the center. An amazed glare came into Carthax's eyes. That's basically what happened to everyone else in the organization. Some weapons are based on our own personalities, or somebody's like Axel. Now, go on. You have 3 minutes to fight. He ran, seeing every member of the organization was watching. The pressure was on. So, Roxas, who do you think's gonna make it? Axel asked. I don't know. This is the first time I'm fighting in a while. We don't know how he fought anything else before he lost his heart, Roxas said, turning to Sean. Hey, Sean, what do you think? Well, Xemnas never kicked any of the organization members out because of failing a mission. Well, not that I saw. He would never, but Xemnas seems a bit different since Carthax came, Sean said as she took a look down at Carthax. His big cock. I couldn't help it. A loud ring came as dust started coming out from the ground. Quickly, Carthax figured out how to use his weapons as if he used them before. He found out they could shoot lasers and use the boomerangs as projectiles. I didn't slur that, shockingly enough. I'm terrible at reading. Stay in school, kids. Even though the education system's kind of fucked, but stay in school. After 1 minute into the battle, the dusk disappeared, and berserkers replaced them, to nobody's size control. And even he was shocked when they came. Berserkers were too powerful to quickly knock them out. It was bad. So bad that Zaldin and Laxeus had to destroy them to get them off of Carthax. Carthax woke up hearing Zegbar and Xemnas talking. Which one's talking here? Oh. Even though they came, he still should have defeated them, Xemnas said. Dude, Xemnas, calm down. No one could defeat them when they first saw the barefooted sword. I can understand a Twilight Thorn, but berserkers. He couldn't be lacking like this, Xemnas said as he turned. Zegbar put his hand on Xemnas' shoulder. Xemnas, give him another chance. It's his first mission after all, Zegbar explained. Xemnas closed his eyes as if he was he was in an alternate realm. I thought there were words on the back for some reason. Sorry. Fine. If he can't beat Larxene next week, well, let's just say, bear the consequences, Xemnas said as he slowly walked away from Zegbar. What's going on, Zegbar? Carthax asked as he walked up to Zegbar. And then Zegbar went to Zegbar, and then we went over to Zegbar Town where we met Zegbar and went to the Zegbar and got some Zegbar alcohol. You have to fight Larxene next week. I know it seems bad, but train as hard as you can with Demix. I gotta go. I completely trust you with that guy. Zegbar summoned a portal and walked through without anything else to say. Carthax and Demix had trained for the entire week, but Carthax had a thought in his mind. First the Berserkers, now Larxene. Did anyone else have to go through this? Everyone's been saying Xemnas has been acting a bit strange lately. Well, at least Demix is here. I can't thank him enough for helping train for this battle. Helping train. Trains! Trains! Although the Berserkers did Psyx send them just to torment me? No, I saw his face. He looked shocked. Xemnas can control nobody, so did he send them? I don't know. Anyone else who can control berserkers, he trains. Motorcycles. And the day came for the battle. The same arena he failed his first. Oh, great! Brings back such great memories! Oh! Carthax mumbled to himself in sarcasm. Hey, Carthax! He heard someone say his name and looked up and saw it was Demyx. Don't give up out there, man! Demyx cheered Carthax on. Don't think I'll go easy on... Oh wait, this is Larxene. Don't think I'll go easy on you, new guy. Like my Larxene voice? Larxene said in determination. Oh, this is Undertale. As the battle started, Carthax had a great start. She was almost down to the ground. Apparently this wasn't Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. You know what I mean? But something happened. She was down all right, but something was forcing her down. She got back up, and her eyes turned from blue to yellow in seconds. Someone was controlling her darkness, making her fight worse than ever. Carthax was down. He could see her face. What? Alright. She looked like she was about to kill him right there in front of everyone. But her eyes changed back, and she fainted right on top of him. Because apparently they were standing right on top of one another, and then Larxene just went... But Carthax didn't win. She did. Apparently there's a rule if someone was low enough of damage and was helpless, that could count as an automatic win? What? I think what I was trying to say was if one falls on top of another, they win anyway. But even that doesn't make sense. For some reason that was that. What? Xemnas, you saw! She fainted on top of him! He couldn't do it! They shouldn't kill! Demyx said right in Xemnas' face. Demyx, rules are rules. Now go before I destroy you! Xemnas demanded as Demyx ran down to Carthax. Later that day, Larxene ran to Demyx. Demyx, wait! I'm sorry about Carthax. I had no idea what happened. I don't remember anything that happened back there, Larxene said. You don't? Well, something must be up then. Where's Carthax? Demyx asked in fear. Don't worry, he's fine. He's just a little upset about letting you down. He shouldn't be. He made progress, and to me that's the most important thing I could ask for. I just hope Xemnas doesn't kick him out. Or worse, destroy him. Demyx continued. Chapter 2, I guess. That was even shorter than I thought it would be. Holy fuck, that was the first chapter of my terrible, horrible, nonsensical fanfiction. That was the very first chapter of Kingdom Hearts New Hearts. If you want me to, like, take pictures of, or try and scan these into the computer, I probably will. I'll try my best. I don't really have a great scanner, but I'll try my best. But if you want me to read more on this YouTube channel, hey, go ahead. So we can read Chapter 2, Paying the Consequences. And then I'm pretty sure, yep, that's where the self-inserted stuff comes in. So if you want to see my self-inserted ass in this story, and how weird I was back then, go ahead, put it down in the comments. I'm sure y'all would enjoy it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and all the weird stuff you probably just heard. Make sure to like, maybe favorite, and subscribe if you'd like to see some more. And remember, thank you for staying the night at Hotel Room... Ralph. 103. I'm sick.